Because what is Kaby Lake X? Like, on the surface, it sounds like they've gone ahead and they've added the latest architecture to this platform in some, you know, amazing, wow, we engineered a new generation overnight kind of way. But what actually happened was they took the existing Kaby Lake processors on the mainstream platform and just like stapled them on to socket 2066.
You know, something is wrong when Linus Tech Tips comes out with a video where he speaks of his grievances with the new i9 processor lineup. Linus Tech Tips. Literally a commercial for the i7 with Luke from Linus Tech Tips played in the video. And then you have Linus actually saying all the shit that's wrong with the new Kaby Lake X or Sky Lake X or all this other bullshit. That is surprising. I feel like I live in fucking Bizarro world right now, dude. But if Intel wants to buy me off, I will Goebbels the i9 setup. Alright, this isn't a good time for me to try and sell myself as a shill because they won't take it. Well, at their E3 press conference, Intel has confirmed that their upcoming i9 series from the 12-core to the 8-core CPUs will not be released till, I don't know, August or October of this year. But by then, would you really care if you had the money? Because Intel has really screwed the pooch here, honestly. I mean, before, when this all first came to light, it was only up to the 12-core. And then they got up to the 18-core, which I thought was weird. And I assumed they actually had something in the background waiting to just take a bite out of AMD, but it turns out Intel just essentially freaked out and pulled this shit out of their ass. Which, you know, wow. Anyway, Intel has not officially confirmed that the specifications for the 12 plus core i9 lineup through clock speeds, even the TDP is not up here. They don't even tell you how many pre-CI Express lanes it uses. There's nothing here, but you can still pre-order it though, believe me. I won't even bother with the Kaby Lake X CPUs because really, honest to God, why would you? If you I would just fucking get a normal 7700K. Like, what's the difference? 100 megahertz or some shit and a higher fucking TDP? Skylake X, on the other hand, if you want the 6-core, it's $389. You want the 8-core, that's $600. You want the 10-core, $1,000. 12-core, $1,200. 14-core, $1,400. You're actually, it's $100 per core essentially, except for with the 18-core. That one they kind of figured out, let's get an extra $100 for this piece of shit. Who's got a fat little kitty? Who's got a fat cat that's a son of a bitch? And really, there's nothing I can say about this. I mean, the information is just so lackluster. Oh God, the PC gaming show. Oh God. Oh, I don't even want to watch that.
All right, so hey, not only did we want to do more for the gamers, we want to do more for the fans as well. Esports, 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 esports. All right. Okay. All right, we're going to expand our partnership with ESL and Oculus to launch the VR Challenger League.
Hey GB, this is Mike and Joe from...
That's not the VR Challenger League, sorry. I have a short video from two members of my all-time favorite band.
Hey GB, this is Mike and Joe from Linkin Park. We're really sorry we couldn't be with you guys at E3.
Woo! Thanks. Let's game on!
At the PC gaming show at E3, the Intel Senior Vice President Gregory Bryant, I believe his name is, announced that Intel would be taking pre-orders on the i7X series chips and the 10-core i9-7900X the week of June 20th. Intel will launch the 12-core, 14-core up to the 18-core from August through October, with exact dates and pricing to be discussed later. Intel confirms separately that the 12-core i9-7920X will launch in August. Whoopee. Pricing and release dates, unfortunately all that performance comes at a hefty price. Not if you go with AMD. Note that Intel hasn't released the clock speeds of the i9 family yet. They're all unlocked though, and ready and waiting to be overclocked. In other expensive news, we finally got our first look at Radeon Vega's upcoming Frontier line. You can pre-order it too. And in fact, the non-water-cooled version comes in at $1,199, so the same price as the Titan XP. But the water-cooled version comes in at $1,800. Now, the weird thing is, it's just like the only difference is the water cooler from what I can tell with these two SKUs. Exactly. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird to me to think that a water cooler put on the GPU that probably is the equivalent of a Corsair M60, I believe, which is a single small rad or a single 120 millimeter fan radiator combo that you could get for your CPU for around $60 to $80, I'm guessing, is worth a $500 price tag. Maybe there is some sort of extra rigmarole going on in there, but so much so that it will require an extra $600? I don't think so. But hey, what the fuck do I know, right? Actually, it seems like it doesn't even have a fan in there, so maybe there could be way more going on. Maybe the pump covers even the HBM2, which would make that really quiet. But, you know, I'm just speculating, just looking at it. I wouldn't say for sure. The two Vega cards are listed on Scan UK and Saber PC. The air-cooled version and the water-cooled version of Vega Frontier both are listed with the exact same specifications as I just said. The new part is 13.1 teraflops, floating point 32 compute performance, I believe, and what is it, something like 25 teraflops at floating point 16. Yada yada. Let's keep reading. Both cards are equipped with 16 gigabytes of HBM2 memory, which is pretty legit. 4096 stream processors. The Frontier Edition has 4 display outputs, DisplayPort ×3, so you got 3 of those, and 1 HDMI port. The Radeon Vega Frontier Liquid Edition will be available for $1,800, while the air-cooled edition is only $1,200. Both models are in stock at one of the retailers. I don't know which, because I won't be looking into Workstation GPU. And from what I can tell, and looking directly at it, this seems like a direct competitor with the Titan XP. See, at first, in all honesty, I thought this was supposed to be competing with the NVIDIA PNY P6000, what is it, Quadro or something like that? How much is that thing? I think it's like $2,000 or $2,500 depending on where you go. So I assumed that's what the Frontier Edition is supposed to be competing with. But if this is like their Titan X card, it's kind of weird, the price. But let's not like get bent out of shape or too worried, as Roger Kaduri has said that the consumer version will be much cheaper and clocked higher. It'll run faster than this version. So let's not get our knickers in a twist before the end of July. God, what a long ass motherfucking wait for a GPU. Jesus. I would read to you the Built for Pioneers world. You know what? Maybe I will. I'll close on that. I'll just let that play. You know the whole spiel. Can't actually give more of a shit than me, especially in this day and age. Rate, comment, subscribe, share me if you so choose. Follow me on everything from Twitch to Twitter. That way, I could stick it to the man. Imagine if Rockstar had to retweet me. That would kill them inside, especially after all the horrible things I've said about their really lame comment on the modders for Open4 getting a cease and desist from their parent company, Take-Two. The lamest excuse ever. I'll get into that some other time. Oh, well, I'm out of here.